Yeah, when it's grim, be the Grim Reaper.
The field to the studio, to your eyes and ears today. We bring you the 816 Hour. Me and Carter today, no Bryson.
What's up? What's
That
up?
fantasy score must be getting to him.
Uh-oh. Already taking shots at him.
Hey,
wow.
I haven't said anything to him. I just can't have Mahomes Stevenson go for 44 tonight. But that's how skeptical I am. I haven't even said anything. I'm ready for Stevenson to go for 45 and ruin my matchup this week. Not how my season is going, but let's get back on track. Carter, we got Chiefs, Niners recap. Big one yesterday for the Chiefs in the Bay. Where do you want to start with this one? A lot of good positives to take away from this game if you're a Chiefs fan.
Willie Gay returned.
Yeah,
Willie Gay returned. One guy that didn't return, Trent McDuffie, he sat out another game.
Yeah, been out.
Hopefully, I think he'll be back next week. I think
we got the bye.
Hey, he'll definitely be back next game then.
Hey,
we got 2 weeks of rest. He'll be back.
Yeah, I'm saying, yep.
We activated Marcus Kemp and DiCaprio Boodle on the practice squad.
Marcus Kemp made a great tackle on that kickoff. I think they got it at they got tackled at the 14. He made a nice little shoestring tackle. Mm-hmm. Actually, there was some news that's not related to this game that Darius Fountain just got released from the Chiefs 30 minutes ago. He was on the Chiefs practice squad. He actually asked for a release because I guess he has interest from other teams to be on their active roster as a wide receiver. So he asked to be released. So that's some big news out of Kansas City today. But sorry, we'll get back on track. Marcus Kemp had that really good shoestring tackle. They like bringing in Boodle when they need an extra man. He's been I think they've evaluated him almost every game so far this year, especially with the injuries that they have in the secondary. But Willie Gay did return. He didn't play much in the beginning, but then you saw him on Kittle a little bit more, and it kind of looked like they're just finally kind of slowly getting him back into the groove of things. I mean, he hasn't played football for a month. I mean, I don't think people realize how hard it is just to get thrown back in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not easy. Man had to guard George Kittle for a little bit, and that's not the easiest task.
Isn't Marcus Kemp a receiver?
Yes.
He had 2 tackles yesterday.
He's a main special teams guy.
Okay.
So I said, the tackle on the kickoff. Yeah, he's a wide receiver, but he's a no-name wide receiver. No hate to Marcus Kemp if you see this.
Wow.
We love you. We love you.
But Willie Gay came back, 8 tackles, 4 solo tackles, hit half a sack, and a QB hit. That's including that sack, but sorry. What were you saying?
Chiefs
I just
offense.
wanted to talk about Willie Gay.
What'd you say?
I just wanted to talk about Willie Gay.
We'll just talk about Willie Gay for an hour. Willie Gay's back. We're hyped. Get Carter a jersey. No, the Chiefs offense. It did a couple of things yesterday. It scored a lot of points and it looked really good. The half at the score, or the score at the half. Sorry, I can't talk. The score at the half, 14-13. The Chiefs finished with 44 points.
Dang.
That's 30 second half points on the number one defense. On the number one defense. I mean, how good is this team going to be without Tyreek? We're seeing it. I mean, yesterday was a complete game by Kansas City. Yesterday was the team that Veach and this organization put together in the offseason. I mean, Juju, MBS, both had over 100 yards. Kelsey had 98 yards. I mean, Mahomes looked really good. Isaiah Pacheco got his first career start. He got 8 carries for 43 yards. It didn't do too much. But I like him as a runner. You can just see it. He gives it his all. Powerful runner for a small guy. I love that. Clyde had the touchdown, of course. What do we think about Sky Moore being the punt returner still? He had another muff.
And it was I want to talk about that. That's his his second muff and his third, because he almost had a second one in that one game.
Yep, where he backed off of it and then it got pinned down like the 3 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday's was bad. He got caught in the middle of fair catching it and catching it. I mean, he literally is leaning forward in like the hands. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like as a punt returner, what are we doing? You're not trying. You don't have to catch the ball, Sky. That's like it's like he was looking like a receiver out there trying to catch it. And then
was he on special teams in college? Do you know?
I assume because
I feel like it's growing pains. It
definitely could be. I mean, the NFL is different than college. I wish I knew if he was a returner. I was a big Sky Moore guy coming out of college, so I probably should know that. But I know that he played. I'm going to guess because he's kind of that guy. I mean, he looks like a guy that can just return the ball, and they put him in the backfield a lot at Western Michigan. So I assume so. But
going forward, do you think they continue to keep Sky back there, or do you think they slide to McCole and Pacheco back there?
I don't know, because personally, I would put McCole back there because I think he's the best returner, and he doesn't seem to be that big into the offense besides yesterday because we'll get to that in a minute. McCole had a game. But Pacheco didn't look really good, hasn't looked good on kick returns besides the one yesterday where he got it up to like the 40. I don't remember because I also had an unnecessary roughness on it. He had one really good kick return yesterday. I don't know about Sky being back there anymore, though. It's tough because the special teams play is so like this year because the play before that is when they were lining up for the field goal and they did that little mind trick where they all switched their stance.
They all shifted and
that was so weird.
That was awesome. I love that.
Yeah, Greg Olson, he was explaining it. He's like, "That's so smart." I'm like, "What did they do? I'm confused." And then they showed it, and they all
out of
shifted
field goal range.
Yep, gets them to false start, kicks them out of field goal range. So boom, you got a great special teams play, and then your rookie muffs the punt, and then San Francisco they scored 7 that drive, I believe. That those things can't happen. Like I don't even know. I don't even know why he tried to return that. It was inside the 10. Don't return a punt inside the 10. Just let it go. I mean,
I think we wound up getting a pick on that drive.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Maybe I know they gave up one, and then we immediately, we gave one up, and then we got it back right away.
Yeah, it might have been.
But while we're on the negatives and special teams, Harrison Butker missed a 39-yard field goal.
He did.
The kick was dead middle, and then out of nowhere, like somebody just pulled a string on it. I didn't know what that was.
It literally looked so good.
It hit a bird or something mid-flight.
The wind. They must have had a fan right there and just blowing at the last second. It literally was perfect. I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden it just tails at the end. I'm like,
maybe it hit one of the camera lines that they had.
Something. I mean, you just don't see Harrison miss a 39-yarder. I mean, that's easy for him. But with kickers, you're going to have inconsistency. It happens. But I'm taking Harrison over any other kicker not named Justin Tucker. So
Justin Tucker missed one too last week.
He did. He did.
The big doink.
Yep, he did miss one a week ago.
Sky Moore. We talked about Sky Moore.
We can talk about me. Oh.
Hold on.
My bad, Carter. My bad. Let's back it up.
Jerick McKinnon's chop block on Nic Bosa.
The flag? The flag one? Oh, my goodness, bro.
I wasn't sure about that, but his chop block called back a touchdown for Juju. It upset me because I have Juju on my fantasy team. But
hey, he went off, though, so it's okay. It made up for you benching McCole. I would have benched McCole, too, so it's okay. Who would have known that he was going to go off for 28? Yeah. I'm glad that you brought that up, though, because the McKinnon block, like, I get it. You can't chop block because it's save the knees. Like, I don't want anyone doing that to our players. But
Jerick is also 3 times smaller.
That's fact. But also, if you look at the replay, they don't even make contact. Nick just jumps over him. So if the rule is you can't chop block, where was the chop block? I mean, he literally jumps over McKinnon. Like, he hurdles him. So I didn't really get that. I guess it is what it is. It's like 4 straight weeks, so I feel like a touchdown has been taken off the board because of a stupid flag. But I'm glad you brought up the McKinnon thing because Jerick McKinnon does so good at blocking. Like, there's a reason that he's there every third down. He killed Nic Bosa all day. Obviously, like we just mentioned, you saw the flag on him. But if you watched him, I personally like to watch the edge rushers versus Kansas City because I'm scared for my quarterback, and I do not want him to get hit. So I watched, like, Nic Bosa. I was watching him a lot. I mean, the dude, he even said after the game, he was not prepared for what the Chiefs were going to throw at him. They made it hard for him. He was like, I was gassed by halftime. I mean, they just threw so much at him. You see those rollouts where it's to his side, but then they cut him out of it. I mean, those are the perfect plays you got to do for an edge rusher like that. But, hey, if Nick wants to start winning, we got a place for him in Kansas City. Just saying.
I mean.
But, hey.
But while we're still on the negatives, I have one more thing. I'm sorry.
There are too many negatives out of this game.
But one more thing. Should we be worried about Patrick Mahomes with throwing his 3rd interception in 2 games?
I'm never worried about 15.
No?
Never.
He's not mechanically
declining
midway through the season. This is good. We have a bye coming up.
We do have a bye.
On track, but
you saw him throw that pick, and then he went on like a 400-something run by himself, So, I mean, I saw a thing yesterday that after that pick, I guess he, like, brought the offense over, and he was like, this is what they're doing. And then just ever since then, they were just on a roll. The Niners' goal was to – the Chiefs don't really beat teams over the top anymore without Tyreek. So you got Kelsey, everyone's kind of right there in those intermediate throws. So San Francisco tried to stop that, but the offensive line for Kansas City earned its money yesterday. I think Mahomes got sacked 1 time, but he had a clean pocket all day, and Mahomes having a clean pocket, I mean, you saw his stat line. It's going to be a long day for the defense if you can't get pressure on Mahomes.
Yeah, I mean, he got sacked once, and he only got hit 3 times.
Orlando Brown,
sack.
OBJ, Orlando Brown Jr., he earned a little bit of that money yesterday that he's been wanting. So good for him. But the whole online as a unit probably had their best game this season. It was a great job, especially versus the number 1 defense. It's not like they have easy guys to block like Nic Bosa. That's what I was saying.
Patty went off. Patty,
who went off?
123 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, but a passer rating. Passer rating of 132. Sorry, my screen is messing up. I don't know what's going on.
You're good.
But while we're talking about Patty, let's go ahead and jump into the receivers. This receiving room, I think their chemistry is finally starting to mesh together.
Yeah, but it looks like it.
They said going for 124 yards with a touchdown. MVS going for 100 yards. Travis Kelsey going for 98 yards.
McCole had
3 guys going for over 100 yards. And McCole has 2 jet sweep touchdowns and a receiving touchdown.
3 of them things.
Wow. Insane. Justin Watson also got a touchdown.
He did.
Did I get all those? Juju got 1. Cole got 1. Justin Watson got 1. Clyde also ran 1 in for a touchdown.
That was probably his best run I've seen. Like, it was so simple, but he had a hole and he just followed it, and he was gone.
Did you see early before the game that they said Pacheco was going to be like the lead guy coming in?
Yeah, he got his first career start.
So weird. They pretty much had identical carries. I mean, Pacheco had 8, Clyde had 6. Pacheco had 43 yards, and Clyde had 32 with a touchdown. But
you know how it is with Kansas City. They like to use all 3 running backs.
Yeah. Jarek is still that receiving running back, as we can see, at 2 receptions for 36 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely love Jarek.
Wasn't it Jarek on the 3rd and 20, and we got it? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, he had like
Jarek
that 20. He had where'd he go? He had the 34-yard run or receive.
Was it like
receiving,
a screen?
catch and run? Sorry.
It's okay, Carter. Stats are hard.
I can't read today.
I can't ever read, so it's okay.
This is the most the Chiefs have scored this season.
Yes, sir. Put up 40 twice this year. 3 times this year. I didn't realize that. We have put up 43 times this year. I saw that was twice more than any other team. Because you got 40. They put up 40 week 1, didn't they? Week 1, Tampa, yesterday. I'm pretty sure. Off the top of my head.
My last thing for the positives, while I'm moving to the defense now. Sorry, defense had 2 interceptions, one off Jimmy and one off what's his name, Brock Purdy.
Oh yeah,
Purdy.
Purdy. Yep.
In the end zone, and they had 5 sacks. I want to say 5 sacks and 8 QB hits.
Yeah, the defensive line. It was
great.
Getting some hate going into this game, and they went off. I mean, Chris Jones, man, is playing like it's 2018 out there. He's having a career year. Awesome day. He had 2 sacks. And then, who's that guy? Frank Clark showed up.
Who's that guy? That's Frank Clark.
The Shark, baby. He went off, had the half sack, and then had the safety. He just beat Trent Williams. I mean, Trent Williams didn't have a chance on that play. He just beat him, and you saw him going after Jimmy G, and I saw him going after him, and I was like, oh, he's getting him. That's a safety. And, he got it. Usually when you see, like, the guy running after the quarterback in the end zone, the quarterback should throw it away. I was like, I need that safety. Frank gets it. Great game by the defensive line. Get tough. When you get pressure,
fantastic.
When you get pressure, so many things are going to go right, especially for a Spagnuolo defense. I mean, it relies off pressure, so when you can't get it, that defense will break. The Niners, like you mentioned, they get Christian McCaffrey, and they got Jeff Wilson, who's done pretty good for Elijah Mitchell since he's been hurt. But C-Mac comes to this game in that first drive. The Niners get the ball, and they just ran all over us.
Insane. Jeff Wilson had 7 for 54, and C-Mac had 8 for 38. Jeff Wilson's trying to save his job.
He is. Hey, he has to. Obviously, Christian McCaffrey was only there for like 2 days, so his role was probably limited. But with how well they were running, to holding them to only 101, I think 101 combined, is really good, especially with how bad the Chiefs' rush defense has been. That first drive, I thought it was going to be a long day. They ran all over us, and we stacked the box. It looked like we were screwed. I was like, this is going to be a long day. But the Chiefs down 10 have better chances than them being tied. I don't know what it is.
It's something – I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Mahomes has
a fire under him.
I love it. Mahomes, I think he had a 517 winning percentage when he was down plus 10.
Ooh.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
Quarterbacks would kill to just have that record. In general, he has it when down 10 points. I mean, it's insane of how good the Chiefs are when you got 15 under center. Trying to see if I hit on everything. Like you mentioned, Joshua Williams got his first career interception. What'd you say?
No, you're good. Keep talking.
I was saying that Joshua Williams got his first career interception on the Jimmy G pick. I don't know what Jimmy Garoppolo was throwing there, but as long as we get the turnover, I don't really care.
Yeah.
He overthrew, was it Ray McLeod, who's like 5'8", and he like threw it up a jump ball, and Joshua Williams just got up there and was like, yep, I'll take that.
Got way up there.
He did. When he started running, I thought it was going to be like the Watson one where he just takes it to the house. I was like, oh, my God, here we go. And he gets just tackled barely. But great play there. He obviously is taking over for Fenton since he's been out the last 2 games. First half, Buffalo, he struggled a little bit. But, I mean, the Chiefs are playing with 2 rookie cornerbacks, and Watson and Williams have done a great job. Even when we're fully healthy, I would start Watson behind McDuffie and Snead. Those 4 guys are definitely the future. I think they both should jump Fenton when he's back. That's just my personal opinion. It's interesting what the Chiefs will do because, like we mentioned yesterday, I said Willie Gay didn't play too much at the beginning there. And then he played a little bit once Kittle started to get more looks. But Darius Harris has been the replacement for Willie Gay, and they said once Willie Gay comes back that Darius Harris has earned a starting job. So it was I was curious to see how they're going to do that and for the future. I mean, those are Leo Chanel, Nick Bolton, Willie Gay, and now Darius Harris. I mean, those are 4 linebackers that you could start. So not a bad problem to have if you're Kansas City.
So let's hop into our injuries real quick. No Chiefs players left the game and got injured during the game. The 49ers had 4 players get injured, but
really?
Ultimately they all came back.
Okay.
Travis Ward had an injury, unspecified. Did you see Kyle Juicy Juice break his finger?
Oh, no. I was trying to think about who you're talking about. You said Kyle Juicy Juice, and I'm like, who? I know who you're talking about.
Kyle Juszczyk.
Juszczyk, yeah. He, broke his finger. I saw him, grabbing at it.
He got stuck in a face mask. I don't know whose face mask it was, but stuck in the face mask and just, broke. It was, sideways. It was it was.
As someone who has
he came back in,
broken finger, yeah, it's Kyle Juszczyk. I'm not surprised. Man could be limping.
Can you give me your player of the game?
There's so many ways you go. I gotta. Man, that is tough. I mean, you can go Mahomes, Juju, MVS. I'll go. I mean, you can go McCole. Man, that is tough. That is a tough question.
It's hard. A lot of guys deserve it in this game.
I'll go Juju. I'll go the Juju route. I'm going to go to the Juju route because I have one thing to say. Extend that man.
Please.
There's no other priority than to extend Juju. Do you realize that Juju, what is this, his 5th year in the NFL? He is 25. He's 25 years old. The dude is still young, and he's in his 5th year in the NFL. He got drafted at 20. So extend that man. I mean, he was on a 1 year, I want to say $8 million. He's already outplayed that. I'm not saying it's a coincidence, but ever since I happened to see Juju walking in Kansas City, he's been playing great. And it may just be me. Since we're best friends now, he's been going off. So y'all can thank me for prime Juju.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I appreciate it.
I'm gonna go Chris Jones as my player of the game.
Ooh.
3 tackles, including 2 sacks. It's great to see him
have a year.
Start having a great year.
Ooh. I'm glad they brought up Chris Jones.
Yeah.
They've been using him a lot more on the edge, especially on rundowns, obvious running downs. They've been going after him or putting him on the edge, and he has been going after those tackles. He did so well on the edge yesterday and these last few weeks, which is kind of surprising because last year they were talking about moving him to edge, and they kind of did it, and it didn't really work. It kind of looked bad. But this year, he's You put Chris Jones at nose tackle on the outside. Mm-hmm. You could probably put him at linebacker with how he's playing. He's going to get to the quarterback. I mean,
yes.
Oh, it's just so exciting to see Chris Jones play this way because obviously he's been in Kansas City his whole career. We gave him that big old contract, but he never lives up to Chris Jones standards. I feel like he's just, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the guy to death. But, you know, besides 2018, he just never lives up to those standards, and he's having another great year. And when you get pass rush, like I mentioned, so many things are going to go right. So many things. So if he could keep having that year, that'd be great. I think he had 2 yesterday. I think it's 5 on the year, I want to say. 5. Should have like 6 or 7, but got a couple of roughing the passers.
Yeah, he's got 5 on the year.
5 in 7 games. I'll take that any day. Hopefully he can hit double digits. That's always a great mark to hit in the NFL. Poor McColl.
Did you have anything else?
No, I was about to say, poor McColl for having 3 touchdowns and no one picked him as his player of the game. Probably the only time he'll be able to go for it. And we're like,
I feel bad for not picking McColl.
I will say on McColl, there's been so much hate because, like, his route tree just isn't great. Was it last week? There was a play where Mahomes is, like, running to his right, and McColl kind of, like, heads upfield to make it a tougher throw on the quarterback instead of just flattening it out. Yep, and that's a connection right there. But, I mean, they used him on those jet sweeps. They used him as a gadget player like he's supposed to. Look how it worked. 3 tutties. I mean, he does that jet sweep so well. I would love to see more of that. You know, if they want to throw McColl in the backfield, I'm not arguing against it. You know, just I'm not saying as a prime running back, just for a few plays.
Yeah,
he's got the speed. I always wanted to see him or Sky back there. They have put Sky back there. They haven't given the ball. So, you know, but yeah, I think that's all we got. I don't think I'm missing anything.
Brings us to our last thing.
Chiefs on a bye week.
Chiefs on a bye week.
Gotta hate the bye week.
We got one more thing. We got a snake draft.
Oh.
We got a snake draft, and today's topic is candy.
Candy?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
You want first pick?
First
you want
pick.
Me to take first pick?
You can take first pick. That's a lot of pressure. Okay. I don't want to get hate for taking a candy I like, and then
with the first pick, the 816 hour candy snake draft. It's almost Halloween. I'm gonna go with Reese's.
Bro! No! I was gonna take that. That's like the only candy I eat, Carter. Just in the podcast. In the podcast, bro.
Man, I already took it now.
I didn't want to take that first because I was like, I don't know how big that is to everybody else. And then here you just steal it right from under me, Carter.
First round draft pick.
I now have overall. This is tough. Well, okay.
You got 2 back to back now.
Oh my gosh. Well, now I have to think. We might be here a while.
Oh
candy.
My.
I'm not a big candy guy.
It's Halloween. You got a lot of candies.
You put me on the spot.
I know.
I'm going to go. Man, Carter, you really made that tough. I'm probably going to go another chocolate. I'm going to go I'm going to go Kit Kat. No, did I fail?
Dang it. I was going to take that. That was going to be my second. Yeah. You got another one.
Yeah, you don't get it, Carter. My second one. Man. What do I like? Candy. I'll trade you my pick, Carter.
Wow.
You can have it. I gotta think.
Okay.
Oh no! I want my pick back.
Okay, I'll trade it back.
All right, appreciate it. I'm gonna. Actually, I'm gonna go. I might go somewhere with something I don't like, but seems to be a popular opinion. I don't know how people feel about it. I'm gonna go. When you think Halloween, I think candy corn.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go candy corn, but I don't really mess with it. So if I get hate for this, I don't want to hear it.
What a pick! I respect it.
But when I think Halloween, I think it. So
okay. I'm gonna take M&Ms.
M&M. Why has no one taken that, bro? I definitely forgot about M&Ms. Forgot those were a thing.
Oh wait, and it's my pick again.
I literally do not eat candy, bro. This is tough. Oh, I know where I'm going with my next pick. Just know if I hang up after you pick this, it's because you took mine. I'm writing notes down.
The last pick, I got Reese's and M&Ms.
No pressure, Carter.
I got to take something that's not chocolate here. I'm gonna take a sleeper. Okay. I'm gonna take Starburst.
Hey, okay, I actually like that. I like that. I'm trying to think of typical candies to get on Halloween. It's like all chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm gonna eat candy, it's gonna be chocolate. I'm gonna go. You know, Carter, we're probably gonna get a lot of hate for our candy choices here, but it's okay. I'll go Milky Ways.
Okay.
I'll keep it simple. Another chocolate. Right. We did quite a bit of chocolate here.
I'm gonna rate yours, Keegan. You have to rate mine.
Oh.
You had Kit Kat, candy corn, and Milky Way.
That's a 10 out of 10.
Give me a 6.
6. I feel it. The candy corn brings it down.
Yeah, it's either you hate candy corn or you love candy corn.
I hate it, but it's the idea of Halloween. It's like one of those things. So I had to do it. Carter, Reese's M&Ms, and what was your third one?
Starburst.
Ooh, Carter, solid.
Dang.
I'm a big Reese's guy. I'm still upset about that. I'm gonna give yours 8 out of 10. Solid choices. I'll have to give you the win here. I guess I'll take the L.
Thank you.
I should have went candy corn. I got pressured. I got scared. I folded. I'm sorry. I folded.
I put you under the spotlight.
I've never been good under pressure. I mean, you know, I'm not Patrick Mahomes. I folded. That's all I can say.
But Key, got anything else?
No, sir. I'm pretty sure that's it. We head on to the bye week. Not sure what we'll record Chiefs wise. Probably we'll do something. Probably do like trade talk and stuff. The trade deadline is, I'm pretty sure it's like 8 days away. Oh my goodness! How are we already halfway through the year?
Yeah, week 8.
Time needs to slow down. Unless we get into the Super Bowl.
Stay tuned for any special podcast coming out.
YouTube.
You can hit up our podcast on any of the podcast streaming devices: Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube,
all the fun stuff.
Amazon. Did I say Amazon? Apple Podcast? I don't know. Pandora. We're probably on Pandora.
Just search 816. You know, you'll get there.
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube.
All at the 816.
The TikToks. All at the 816. Keek?
Oh, pre-sale.
We got some cool.
We got a pre-sale going on.
Merch out. Neither of us have it on, but
neither of us have it on.
Your shirt is on the site. Big Carto / the 816 hour. We have some Spooktober, some Chiefs / Spooktober mashup merch in the store.
Yep, sure. Love to see it.
Pretty awesome. You have to go check them out. But Keeg, got anything else?
No, sir. We're out.
Peace.
I'm going to have to click through this and stop it. Well.
Cut this.